Hey there, it's Shauna. I hope you're doing good. This is your full moon ritual video for the full moon in Libra on Wednesday, March 23rd, 2016. So I wanted to do a full moon ritual for you because this is a really special full moon. It's a lunar eclipse and it's the last lunar eclipse that we're going to have in Libra for a very long time. So eclipses always bring up spiritual evolution for us, and they always move through a sign during a certain period of time. So in 2013, we started to have the Libra and Aries eclipses. So we've, over the past few years, had a lot of eclipses, had a lot of opportunities for spiritual evolution around relationships and a healthy sense of self and healthy boundaries. And so this Libra eclipse that we're having on March 23rd is like the very last, it's like the bookend. It's like, okay, we're like done with that kind of stuff. We're moving on to new spiritual evolution issues. We're moving through the different zodiac signs. So it's really nice to do a ritual around this to get closure on these kinds of topics for you. So around relationships and your relationship to yourself and how it is that you honor the other people in your life and how it is that you honor yourself. So we're gonna do a little ritual for that. So you can do this on the full moon or you can do it a few days before or after. It's up to you. All that you need are a pen and a piece of paper and maybe like 10 minutes or so to yourself where you can be undisturbed. So go ahead and get that, and then we're gonna do it together. So we're going to do this ritual around releasing and detoxing for a few different reasons. Number one is that it's a full moon, and so the full moon is always related to releasing and detoxing. It's about this period of discerning and taking stock of what it is that we've created, what it is that we want to keep, and then what it is that we want to let go of. The second reason for that is because it is this final Libra eclipse energy for a long period of time. So we really want to get closure on things, and I think this is a really awesome opportunity to do that. It's a really great moon for that. So along these lines, what I notice a lot and what I've learned a lot through doing astrology readings and then just my own personal self-inquiry as well is that there's always a reason why we're doing the thing that we don't want to be doing. There are so many things where it's a subconscious issue. So if it were just as easy as saying, I don't want to do that anymore, our lives would be amazing and perfect and we wouldn't have any problems and life would actually be kind of boring too. But life is not that way. Our lives are not perfect and we're not perfect. We all have these things that we do that sometimes we wish that we didn't. And that's okay. And what I want you to know, what I really, really want you to know is there's always a reason that you're doing the thing that you wish that you weren't doing. And that's because there's something subconscious that's going on underneath the surface. This does not mean that you should continue doing the thing that you don't want to be doing. It just means that we need to do a little bit of gentle inquiry around it. We want to dig underneath the surface of what's really going on, because there's a reason why you have negative energy around you, or you indulge in foods that you wish that you didn't indulge in, or you drink too much coffee, or you don't get enough sleep, or you have intimacy issues, or fear of intimacy, or fear of intimacy with yourself, etc., etc. All these things that we have as human beings, there's always something underneath the surface. And ultimately what happens, the way that our brains work, is that our subconscious mind creates a pattern in order to protect us. And our subconscious mind doesn't always know the difference between a behavior that's destructive or not destructive, or healthy or unhealthy. It just knows, okay, I'm going to do something to protect. And so what this can look like is someone who feels a sense of insecurity. Maybe that person eats a lot of foods in order to gain weight, in order to feel this sense of like, I don't want people to talk to me. That's one stereotypical example. I'm not saying that everyone who has that issue has that specific emotional wounding, but that's one example. Another example is someone who uses drugs or alcohol or TV or sex or anything like that as a form of self-numbing to numb out certain emotions. That is the unconscious brain's way of protecting that person from experiencing emotions that would be too painful at this point in time. So all that needs to happen in order to resolve this issue is for us to inquire and figure out what's really going on underneath the surface so that we can deal with these issues and so that we can shift things as appropriate. And this is all full moon stuff too that I'm talking about, because the full moon illuminates. So what we want to do, full moon, the moon is also related to our subconscious mind. So we want to illuminate, full moon, our subconscious mind, the moon. So all that you need is a piece of paper and a pen. So I want you to get that. And when you have that, we'll go ahead and start. So you're gonna get in a comfy spot, sitting up or nice and cozy somewhere on your couch or your bed. And we're just gonna close our eyes for a moment. We're gonna pull all of our energy in. And we're gonna take a few deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. Good. And you're just gonna start to let your body relax. Deep inhales through your nose, and then exhaling through your mouth. Good. And then a few more times like that until you start to feel a sense of settling in your body. Good. Feel your legs relax. Feel your shoulders relax. Good. And then you can start to breathe in and out through your nose in a natural state, in your own natural breathing rhythm. And I want you to contemplate what it is that you would like to release with this full moon. What it is in your life that you're ready to let go of. And this can be as broad or as specific as you would like. It's up to you. It can be a specific behavior or specific pattern, or it can be something more general like negativity or anxiety or low self-esteem or something more general like that. And then when you feel ready, I want you to write that down. You're going to keep your whole body really relaxed. Eyes are just barely open, nice and soft, so that you can stay in this relaxed meditative state. And then you're going to close your eyes once you have written down what it is that you would like to release. Good, nice cleansing breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Good. And then I want you to imagine your life, what it would be like if you did not have this issue anymore. So if you had finally released and detoxed from your life this thing that you would like to release, what would your life be like? And we want to get as detailed as possible with this imaginary situation. So what are you doing? What are you saying? What are the experiences that you're having? And what are all of the sensory experiences that are happening? So the things that you're seeing, the sights, the sounds, the tastes, the touch. Good. Good. So we're going to do the full spectrum of this experience with our imagination. So I want you to imagine the best possible things that can happen. Really feel into that. And then at the opposite end of the spectrum, I want you to imagine the negative things that could happen in this reality. So what are the downfalls? Good. And we're exploring this because we want to illuminate the situation completely. We want to look at the full spectrum so that we can see everything clearly in our mind. Good. And if you find this challenging, you're just gonna do your very best And you're going to keep your body relaxed. You're going to keep your breath flowing in its natural rhythm. Good. And then when you feel ready, I want you to gently open your eyes and write down your experience, what it is that you visualized. Again, the full spectrum, the most amazing, positive, happy things. And then the downfalls and the possible negative impact of this reality for yourself. Good. And so take your time, as much time as you need to write that down, and then once you are done, you're going to close your eyes just for a second. We'll just close that energy out. So nice cleansing breath in through the nose with me. Exhale through your mouth. Good. And then open your eyes. Good. So you can continue to play with that ritual if you want. And I'm curious to know what came up for you. This is something where just asking the question of yourself, even if something didn't initially click for you now, things will continue to unfold for you over the next few days. So I just want you to notice what comes up for you. It's really important to notice the downfall or the negative, because that is the crux of the subconscious thing. So that is what your subconscious mind is protecting you from. So oftentimes it really just takes us illuminating this and knowing, oh, this is the negative thing that could happen if I get what I want, and just being okay with that. Sometimes that's enough. Sometimes it does take more inquiry and getting more closure around that topic or that issue, depending on how significant it is for you. So I would encourage you to reflect on this and to notice what comes up for you, and to allow yourself to go deeper with this process if you feel so called, because the more that we investigate what our motivations actually are, the more that we can shift our behavior. So again, it's not just as simple as saying, oh, I want to release this. Oh, I decide to not do this anymore. Sometimes that is all it takes, but a lot of times when it's a deep, deep pattern, when it is something that you really, really just want to release from your life, the more there's that desire and that craving to release it, the more it means that there's some kind of healing that needs to happen. That you're ready for ultimately. There's some kind of healing that you are ready to experience. And so this healing happens by self-inquiry and by meditation. And many other things, of course, but those are some of the main ones that I really love. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please share it with a friend. Please share it with someone who you think would also benefit, and leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to hear from you on what your experience is. I'm wishing you a wonderful, amazing full moon and just a really awesome day, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love. I'll talk to you soon. Namaste. Mwah.